reviewing the news, pop culture, video games, movies, and shoes. Quincy and Justin with a nerdy forecast. So stay a while and welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast.
Welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast. I'm your host, Justin.
I'm your other host, Quincy.
How you doing over there, Q?
I am okay. I have a bit of a toothache, but I will persevere.
Yeah. We live through the hells of this world. Drinking anything special over there?
I just have a Starbucks K-Cup. Nothing fancy.
I got me a can of zero sugar cherry Dr. Pepper, and it's okay. I'm not a big fan of it. I thought I would like it a lot more than the clear sodas. But no, Starry and Sprite seem to be the zero stuff that I have. I also have a bottle of zero sugar cherry Coke in the fridge, so I'll try that out next. But otherwise, no. But I have been playing a game the last couple of days. It's tough. It's real tough. Even on Ultraviolence, it's tough. It's Doom the Dark Ages. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You can customize how things are from start to finish. How much damage you do, how much damage the enemies do, so on and so forth. Things are, of course, within reason. Speeding the game up to 150%, almost makes it damn near unplayable, but also makes you feel like you're on crack cocaine. So, but Doom the Dark Ages is a good throwback to what should be a good shooting FPS game. God damn. Like, 2016, fantastic. Wouldn't change a damn thing about it. Eternal, a little less flippy floating around. There was just a lot of movement and a lot of platforming that I just didn't want to do. Doom the Dark Ages, sure, there's platforming, but it's all fun. Secret's all fun. Going around and beating the shit out of everything that stands in your way, so fucking fun. I love this one. Keep making these types of games.
List to get to it.
Yeah. Doop. Let's get to our sponsor, HelloFresh. Let me grab my brief. HelloFresh is, of course, that meal kit service that delivers step-by-step ingredients, recipes, and pre-portioned foods right to your door. You can choose from over 30 plus delicious weekly recipes that are also curated by their chefs that involve things for meat lovers, vegetarians, calorie counters, fiber heavy, full vegan, calorie smart, and protein smart. So if you have something that you're wanting in your vast repertoire of either pickiness or you want to try something new, HelloFresh definitely has something for you. Use the code down in the description or the link and get 10 free meals and 1 free add-on an unlimited amount of times. There was something else you wanted to add on from last week, if I recall, Q. What was it again?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either, but they definitely do enjoy their recycling on packaging and have a sustainability source, such as cut back on food waste, reduce your carbon footprint, where you're getting the food supplied from, how this also helps out Hunger Matters, which is making sure that the food economy is becoming a lot more better toward lower income areas. I'm actually super, like, I went on a deep dive on these guys after our last podcast. Like, I went down all of these to look for more points. These guys are super fucking cool with just making sure everybody gets good, reliable, sourced food to eat. Sure, the pricing and all that, but I mean, once you get into it and get the 10 free meals and enjoy this product, you'll realize how much it pretty much equals out.
Now, I do think we need to preface that, if I remember correctly from when I used it, the 10 free meals are not in a row. Like, it's not like you get just a box of free shit.
Oh, no.
I do believe they're spaced out, but yes.
I think it is two per order set, if I recall looking at the brief. I'm going to look at a sec. There's a lot of Bing words here that I can't work through. But in short, yes, it is 10 free meals over the course of the subscription base that you choose. And even still, fantastic. They what do they call them? Like article bases where they talk about how they source their food, their veteran feeding program, uh, helping out those who are not really chef friendly, but still want to learn how to cook. And with these HelloFresh cards, they of course teach people how to cook.
You can always keep the card and do future recipes too.
Yeah. You said you have a
Or
couple,
you're
huh?
not. Yeah, so like because generally if you're doing HelloFresh, you're not having to do the full 7 meals. So if you decide one of those meals, one of those days that you don't have a meal that you want to do something you've tried in the past, you got the card. Just go buy the ingredients.
Yeah. And there's that in the chat. But do. And heading over to the Humble Bundle side of things, Pathfinder 2nd Edition Asian Fantasy Bundle, featuring a whole slew of Pathfinder books. If I were to do a D&D style campaign, I think I might switch over to Pathfinder 2nd Edition because of how inexpensive these guys make it. $30 for 42 items, including virtual tabletop assets, so I could just easily, seamlessly throw it into my Foundry tabletop. Featuring things such as the Bestiary Book 1, 2, 3, a whole bunch of quest lines, things that continue on a vast story. They really want to connect these places called the Lost Omens, and how the Lost Omens are like this plane that kind of shifts and has traveling islands, and the islands don't exactly settle on their positions. And I was like, that's kind of cool. And they even have a Lost Omens travel guide in case you want to travel with your party. As I said, $30 for all this. It helps out. Stop AAPI hate. For those who don't know what AAPI is, it is an official sponsor, Chinese for Affirmative Action. It is a sorry, my whole screen just went black. Okay, I'm good now. Stop API Hate is a non-coalition addressing anti-Asian racism across the U.S. The coalition was founded by the Asia-Pacific Policy and Planning Council, Chinese for Affirmative Action, and San Francisco State University's Asian American Studies Department. Between March 19th, 2020 and February 28th, 2021, Stop AAPI Hate has received 3,795 reported incidents of racism and discrimination targeting Asian Americans across the U.S. That's 3,795 too many, if you ask me. The Stop AAPI Hate name and emblem are used with its permission, which in no way constitutes an endorsement, express, or implied of any product, service, company, opinion, or political position. They just want to stop Asian American hate, which is pretty self-explanatory.
Mm-hmm.
And through a very good bundle. But Stomp and Chomp Game Bundle. 7 games, 6 of which involve things with a lot of teeth that may eat you, and 1 where you can kiss a thing that has a lot of teeth.
That's okay.
Well, starting off with Amber Isle, a cute little Animal Crossing meets town builder, I guess, where you have paleo folk that you gotta take care of and build up a place. Published by Team 17, by the way. Prehistoric Kingdom, which kind of gives a little bit of the Jurassic Park. What was the one where you kind of create your little park yourself?
I can't think of the name, but yeah.
But that Jurassic Park one. In short, this one, but it looks like it has a little bit more high quality textures comparative to the other one, which is interesting. Turok 3 Shadow of Oblivion, which is my favorite Turok game that Night Dive has so eloquently upgraded to today's times in 4K at a resolution at 120.
It was Evolution,
frames.
by the way.
Evolution. I was thinking it started with an E, but I wasn't sure of the word. Turok 3 is well worth the $18 value of it alone. But Fossil Fuel 2 is one that when I saw the trailer, I got Jurassic Park vibes, but with Black, if anybody ever played that for the original Xbox. Gunplay and Unreal Engine, I said, maybe this one wouldn't seem so bad. And it definitely does feel very survival horror when you see that there is very interesting healing mechanics in this game. I said, you know what? I would definitely pop into this one if I purchased it. Next up on the list, Parkasaurus. Another one of these park builders, but with a little bit more of a theme park motif to it. And I've seen this one before. This one's very cutesy. When the dinosaurs escape, there's no real danger per se. It's just everybody kind of flees the area, and oh no, you lose reputation type stuff. They also have little goofy eyes, which I really appreciate in their presentation of this game. Terror of Hemosaurus. Now, for those who ever played the game Rampage, this is a good turnaround to play Rampage. I love Rampage. It's a great game. This one's only worth $9. And I would say this one is a good throwback to Rampage from what I've seen from the 2 trailers I have seen. Now, for the odd man out, I wanna hug that gator. A dating sim
okay.
where you go to school with a bunch of dinosaurs / alligator. I have seen someone play this game. It's adorable, but I don't know why it needed to be an alligator.
I got nothing.
I also have nothing. It's a cutesy dating sim where you want to date the alligator. It has its moments. It's very humorous. It does have jokes and old school throwback style storytelling elements. And it's the highest rated out of all of these games at 98%. So take that as you will.
Chat says gator equals sexy. Duh.
I guess the gator could be sexy. I mean, I don't know. I don't swing that way. I'm not a furry. I don't know.
This furry or scaly?
I don't know. Do gators have scales?
I thought they were scaly. Are they not scaly? What are they? Do they got like leathery skin?
They're
not
leathery. Leathery. I'm not gonna think about it anymore. The charity this helps out is Build On. Build On's mission is to break the cycle of poverty, illiteracy, and low expectations through service and education. They mobilize U.S. students to transform their communities through service and change the world by building schools in developing countries. Yeah, osteoderms. I mean, it's rolls off the tongue just about the same as furry to me, I guess. They're an osteoderm. Badu. Type 1 diabetes breakthrough. Games with links to the diabetes community. The T1D breakthroughs or the T1D charity bundles have usually been around like $8 to $12, but have always been helping out the type 1 diabetes research. Well, now that we have reached type 1 diabetes research to the point where we are now curing type 1 diabetes, we're now looking for that breakthrough to finally make it more available to everybody. And so now it's a breakthrough because they have changed their charity name from JDRF to Breakthrough. This bundle involves for $10 Sam and Max Save the World and Beyond Time and Space, which is season 1 and 2, probably the best 2 seasons. Devil's Playbox or Toy Box was not my favorite. Never Alone, a great storytelling game. Kind of shocked that it says 81% positive on Steam. Station to Station, a very fun voxel art game that you may really have a want to grab that high score. I've played this for a moment, and I gotta say, Station to Station is a very fun one to lose a lot of time in. Observation, for those who played Stories Untold or really want a good storytelling game that involves 70 retro futuristic site. A sci-fi thriller story that I have in my Steam library. I may climb in knowing about its story from this trailer. Oh, Devolver dropped the publishing on this one. Yeah, I'll definitely have to take a look. Batman, the Telltale Series Season 1 and Season 2, The Enemy Within, and Walking Dead, the first season, and Walking Dead 400 Days, the DLC. I did not like 400 Days, personally, but...
I didn't play anything past Season 1 of Walking Dead until I jumped back in later.
Ooh, I lost you, Q.
No, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. I only played the first season of Walking Dead, and then I didn't come back until you could play as grown-up Clementine.
Okay. Yeah, as for me, I did Season 1, 2, and I think I skipped all the way to 4. I know I missed some in there.
And then I played Season 1 of Enemy Within. I never played this, or Season 1 of Batman. I never played Enemy Within.
Oh, I know you really love Batman the Animated.
I have all of these. Like, I think I have the entire Telltale library. I don't have the Skybound re-releases of Walking Dead where they did them, like the comic book in the black and white.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
I would say do Batman and the Enemy Within before you do Doom the Dark Ages, personally. Like, they're really good stories. And you know me and Batman, we don't really get along too well.
I don't know why.
It's
one of the best DC characters.
That's the only DC, one of the only few DC characters I like, because I don't like Superman, I don't like Green Lantern, I don't like fucking, I just, they're
it
all...
depends on the Lantern for me, depends on the Flash for me. Superman, I'm
Yeah. Like, it shouldn't have to be depends on who this is, like, it should just be who it is.
Well, I mean, there's certain, I don't care for certain versions of Spidey. I don't, and he's my favorite character.
Do you like Ben Reilly?
When he's not being a dick.
An edgy dick?
He's a moody bitch.
Like, without spoiling too much, he's in Across the Spider-Verse, and man, they painted him off way dramatic.
He is dramatic.
He is dramatic.
Nah, the last thing I read from him was like a newer thing, like last year, I think, where like he's mad because his memories are gone, and he blames Spidey for it, or he blames Peter for it, and so he becomes a fucking villain.
Oh,
like this fucking guy.
I mean, Punisher gets very first turn of Punisher, he gets freaking gaslit into thinking Spidey's evil. So
but yeah, I mean, there you go. Do you like all versions of Punisher?
I will say that the current run is a little rough for me, but I don't discriminately dislike it. It's just he's trying to do an inside person type of thing, and it doesn't suit Frank. But
what do you think of like 13th Castle when it's his son brought back?
I like it. It's entertaining.
Yeah.
2099 is rough. I would say I don't like 2099.
Most of the 2099s aren't great.
I like Ghost Rider.
I don't
2099.
I don't mind Spidey's 2099. There's moments where he can get annoying. The way they use him in Across the Spider-Verse is interesting.
Yeah. People need to watch that. It's now available on Netflix. Go and watch it.
Yeah, it's over there. Go grab it. No, there's a few 2099s.
I like the Ghost. I have a few Ghost Rider ones, and from what I have read, I do enjoy him. He doesn't seem to be like the original Ghost Rider. He's not so adamant on vengeance. He's adamant on understanding people before hopping on a vehicle and chasing after them. At least that's what I'm saying.
He was a hacker. He was Kenshiro Zero, in quotations. Cochran. So you got 2099 Doom, Ghost Rider, Hulk, Punisher, Ravage, Spider-Man, and then they do the X-Men. So you get Bloodhawk, Junk Pile, Cerebra, Desert Ghost, Skullfire, Metalhead, Mean Streak, La Lunatica, Crystalline, Serpentina, They did X Nation. They had the Fantastic Four, which is the Fantastic Four, just the 2099 version. They're all clones.
Oh, I was about to say.
Yeah.
Well, I remember reading something where the Thing can live on beyond his years.
I'm not sure about that, but in 2099, they're all clones, all four.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah. And then, you get, there's a Daredevil version. You get a Steve Rogers impersonator, so on and so forth. The 2099 universe is interesting.
It's wacky. Punisher 2099, however, has to be the low point of all the Punishers.
They also did a Marvel Knights one. So they have Black Panther, Daredevil, the Inhumans, a Mutant 2099, and another Punisher, which is Cassandra Castle.
Yes. Which is his adopted daughter?
Versus the regular 2099, which is Jake Gallows.
Yeah, Gallo. Yeah. Who I don't understand his thinking. He is very much a shoot first, don't even ask a question.
I mean, Frank's been known to do something like that.
Frank's been known to do something like that, but with intelligence. He at least knows who on the other side of the barrel is getting shot.
Yeah.
Gallows is an innocent can get hurt. Oh well, they knew the trouble of being in this part of the neighborhood type shit. And I'm like, Frank wouldn't do that.
No. I mean, yeah, but I mean, if you just make him exactly like Frank, then you don't have a story because you're just going to be retelling Frank's stories,
That's true.
The whole point of this was that when you say you don't like certain, you shouldn't have to like certain versions. I mean, it's kind of the case across books. It's just how it works. But I get it. You're not big on DC. You're not big on Batman. But the Telltale series was enjoyable. The first season, like I said,
I recommend them highly. Back on this though, the charity that it helps out is Breakthrough Type 1 Diabetes, Breakthrough T1D, which is getting rid of Type 1 diabetes. As said, we've already closed on the Type 1 diabetes diagnosis. Now it's just getting it available to everybody, and it's only $10 to get this whole big bundle of pretty damn good games. Badoop. Okay, just gonna, as said, breeze through anything I ever see on Date Everything. We now have yet another thing. The first aid kit is now dateable in Date Everything. And Faria, the first aid kit, is very energetic by your first diagnosis. And we'll definitely patch you up with a big, huge smile. Voiced by Zaria Fazal, who you may know from Amphibia, Lucifer, Batman Death of the Family as Talia al Ghul. She was in Avowed as the female character 3, which if you play the main character, you hear her voice in most of that. She was also in Candela Obscura, the live play of Candela Obscura from Critical Role. Thirsty Suitors, if you ever played that really very interesting game. A lot of Disney stuff, but another big voice actor joins the ranks. Jojo Pose. On to depressing news. Anti-Real, an artist that was trying to get their graphic design out there about 6 years ago, had their stuff nabbed by Bungie for use in Marathon. And this isn't just one or two little tidbits. No. This is 8 instances that have been caught, and many more from other artists are saying, hey, this looks similar to something I've seen before. Bungie, what are you doing? And what makes it even worse, is Bungie doubled down on it and said, oh, that was brought to us by our art director that we no longer have. Not
well, and it's, from what I understand, it's gone even further than just the things we're looking at here. That it's, as people have dug into this more and more, it looks like everything about this is this guy's art, and it's like one of those things of like you can try to make an argument about like same time frame, like this guy's stuff, the stuff that we're seeing here, this stuff was posted 8 years ago.
Yeah, and there was one that was like it said, anti-real, which is the artist, the graphic designer, and you can see it was kind of scrubbed out a little bit on the Marathon Alpha on the side of, I believe, one of the guns, and it looked like it was just like rough sandpapered out. Like it wasn't even erased completely. You could still kind of see the etchings of the ANT1R3AL, I believe is how something like. Oh, there it is right there. 4NT1R34L. That is it. And you can kind of see the etchings kind of burned in, and it was like, ooh, that's not good. That's pretty fucking bad. And then you look over at the symbol lines that he had, and it matched almost note for note. The logo that Anti-Real has was just kind of inverted on its side and thrown onto one of the toolboxes. It's not good. It's terrible. Bungie, what are you doing?
I haven't really been happy with Bungie for a while, and this just furthers it. And I don't know if this is just how Bungie does business, or if this is coming from outside influence of the Sony merger, or what it is. But
well, it's
no matter
from
what, it's crap.
it is
And
crap. It is trash. But they even tripled down. Instead of paying the artists that did these, they just said, well, we're just going to continue using them because, well, it was from our art director that's no longer here. Like, we're not going to scrub it. At least that's as far as I have seen.
If the artist decides to sue them, then, that's what they get.
Well, this is not the first time Bungie has had this in the last couple of weeks. There was another little bit of art theft about the Red War and the Curse of Osiris having some bits and bobs. And when the judge asked, hey, can we get these defenses on the Red War and Curse of Osiris? Of course, Bungie's like, well, we vaulted this content. We don't have access to this content anymore. And tried to use YouTube videos from the past to basically paint this little rebuttal. And the judge was like, no. Show us what you have, not what people have made about your content. Nobody gives a shit about that. Show us what you have. And they're like, well, we vaulted it. We can't show you anything. Bungie. You're about to be releasing probably...
Yeah, I'm looking at it right here. That was 2013, 2014 that he had done the artwork over on Press, and they lifted it in 2017 for their stuff.
Yeah. And, you're about to release a quote-unquote mobile game that looks super fucking slick, thanks to NetEase, and people are actually kind of hyped for it. People got hyped for, Destiny, I forget what, Infinite, I think is what it's called. But, I don't know, man. I don't think you guys are going to get a lot of love. I worry. I worry about Bungie's future, considering I'm probably going to be there the next year, or I don't know how much more money I can put into it.
I think, I've been done, and I'm not going to support this kind of shit,
Right. Like, what's funny is, if they had kept doing collaborations, like with The Witcher and Mass Effect, I was like, ooh, they're actually getting sponsor money. They're getting help money. Cool. I can really appreciate that. It makes me very happy to see them collaborate. And then they do some stupid shit like this, and it's like, what'd you guys do with the fucking collab money? What'd you guys do with all the silver money people have put for these collaborations? Like the Star Wars stuff. You have to pay $100 to get that Star Wars stuff, and a lot of people have bought it. And you're gonna sit on that fucking money and be like, we can't put it toward the development of actual fucking graphic designers? Get fucked, Bungie. Ugh.
I don't understand why it's just why companies are so against it.
I mean, art theft is just the bane killer, I guess. It's gonna kill Bungie down the long run. I know it. But dope. Speaking of really good games like The Witcher, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt has officially hit its 10-year anniversary as of the 18th of this month. And I have to say, attempting to rush through Witcher 3 during our spree, trying to see who beat it first, I slowed down hella because I was just absorbing the story and really vibing with each and every quest that you go on. I really have a massive respect for CD Projekt Red. They know how to put together a fine fucking set of games between this and Cyberpunk. Speaking of CD Projekt Red, they have grown 30% and added that crew to building a new Cyberpunk game called Cyberpunk Unyear. At least that's what the rumor says. So this is going to be after a very specific ending, not going to say which one, but this places it not in 77's timeline, but a little bit later. So I'm curious on how far ahead Cyberpunk is willing to go. Over at GOG.com, you can purchase The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition for $10. And I say that is $10 well damn worth it. If you want 90 plus hours of gameplay for $10, fair trade. Fair goddamn trade. Yeah. There's a bunch of other sales on GOG.com, but still got a lot to go through. Badoop. One of my favorite games of all time, Need for Speed Underground, kind of gets an uplift when you play JDM, Japanese Drift Master. They've got all the licenses for the car dealerships, such as the Mazda RX-7, the Nissan Skyline GTR, and a lot more. I might buy this game just because it's a good throwback to the good old days of Need for Speed Underground 2. And you're allowed to go down like the Wangan Line, their version of the highway, and go down the city streets with a little bit more of a freedom to roam around and have a lot of fun with the car's customization. The car horns I have heard have also been kind of wonky, and I would like to see what kind of Easter eggs they've added in. Online multiplayer up to 8 people, and
no, that smoke would piss me off.
Yeah. I as I said, I'm probably gonna buy this day one. This looks like a fun one. And if I know it like I know it, it's not gonna be massively expensive. It dropped yesterday. But doop. Just gonna briefly talk about this. Metal Gear Solid Delta has had a few discussions, not very entertaining, but very knowledgeable. And this one featured David Hayter, the voice of Snake. And it goes over the trailer, the original trailer that it had back in the day, and basically up-rendered it and added all the new sequences with the high-resolution characters, while also having another re-render of Snake Eater, the really good classic song. And I began to drum my hands watching this, and as said, it's not entertaining by any way, shape, or form. Their talk is mostly really stale and very linear toward the construction of this game, and then they begin to eat some food made by a popular YouTube chef. I forget his name right now. But as said, it's very informative more than entertaining. And I actually recommend, if you're a huge fan of Metal Gear like I am, to at least take a peek at the first 2 parts and the 4th part. 3rd part's, but it's, as I said, very informative to where their head's at when Hideo Kojima is no longer a part of the project. Konami.
See, that's why I'm like iffy on supporting this kind of stuff.
Yeah, Konami is,
because of them cutting him out like that.
Yeah, Konami is fine with leaving him out, but at the same time hiring everyone that helped out the original process. Just getting rid of the director, but everyone who was a part of the original is back. So it's just was there a disagreement that we're unaware of? Like, there's a lot of words that I don't really, we don't know. We don't know what happened behind the closed doors. This game looks fantastic. I'm still not going to be purchasing it based on the preface alone, but I will admit, this game looks damn fine. Badoop. The team behind Sifu is releasing a 5v5 arcade soccer game called Rematch, and it drops June 19th. I watched a couple people on Twitch play this game, and I gotta say, even for a beta, this shit looked so fucking fun. It looked like Rocket League, but with a bit more snappiness to it and less flying around. Um, I'm not a big fan of soccer, but this would be a game to have a lot of fun on. FIFA be damned, this one looks more fun. NBA Jam. I want NBA Jam again. Uh, but Monster Hunter had placed something on their Twitter, and I think it might be leading toward what their first collaboration is. For those who don't know, if you head over to Monster Hunter's Twitter, and one of the last things they uploaded is the down, down, forward, forward, and a paw print, which would designate Street Fighter, because that's a fighting maneuver. Hadouken, more like, so I just have a heavy point that we're getting some Street Fighter stuff soon. Nothing fully placed out yet, but hopefully we can get something better than we did with Monster Hunter World. We only got a few cosmetic bits and bobs and a few emotes, but I want something more substantial. On the same note of Monster Hunter, you can now get that really nice looking scarf if you do the Running Wild limited time event. It ends on June 6th. Bop. Something of interest from the past, however, the Xbox May update has retro classics coming to Xbox Game Pass, all the way from the Atari 2600.
I mean, that is retro.
That is as retro as it gets. So I read through this entire thing. You can now, Quincy, if you pop on the Xbox app on PC, you can now stream things through GeForce Now, if you happen to want to.
So I do already have GeForce Now on the PC, and my Xbox account connected to it.
Now you can just go through the Xbox app
to do it through the Xbox app.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And even through that, it allows you to use the game bar. So if you want to record bits and pieces, or if you got like, holy shit, what the fuck did I just do? And you want to record that, good news, you can still do that through the GeForce Now game bar, or the game bar through the GeForce Now. Yes. The retro classics part of it, however, brings us 50 classic Activision games through the 80s and 90s. Now,
oh, yeah, look at those sitting right there.
Yeah. Atlantis 2, Boxing Bridge from the 2600 days. There's a few in here that I had noticed, such as MechWarrior 2, 31st Century Combat, and I said, ooh, that's gonna be a fucking fun one. All of the 2600 ones are gonna be kind of a neutral gain for me. I don't know. I've never been a fan of the Atari. However, I see here on the thing it says DOS and Sierra. And I'm wondering what games Activision could push through, such as if there's some good point and click adventure ones.
Pitfall 2, Lost Caverns.
Oh.
Oh, that's Atari 2600, but that's Activision also, so that's what I was thinking.
But I am super keen on probably hopping into a couple of these. It also says there's a PSX one, which is PlayStation 1, which I think is the only MechWarrior 2 possibility of it. I would like to play some MechWarrior 2. I would like to play some Grand Prix. I would like to play some other old games, I'm sure. Not as far back as the Amiga.
Now, when I come in here,
yeah,
I'm on the cloud gaming, 100 plus, I play 100 plus console games on PC. It's the normal cloud game thing. I'm not seeing anything about the GeForce thing on here.
Let me see. I believe it's going to come soon. Players can stream on Xbox app on PC. You now have additional streaming options with GeForce Now. Game bar includes quick settings. Visual upgrades on widget coming soon. The Edge Game Assist and in-game browser. I just don't like using Edge. Sorry, guys. It uses up a lot of the RAM usage. Even on a 64 gigabytes of RAM, it feels like it hurts.
Just so you know, Remnant 2 is leaving on 6/1.
Bummer.
Yeah.
I like the game. It's just really fucking hard. I'm probably gonna hop into a couple of these old classics. I'm curious on what else is in there. I see PSX. I want to know what other PlayStation 1 games is a part of this. they also have in the rumor mill that original Xbox games are going to be flying into the retro classics. So I'm excited to see what they bring over there. Hopefully some Ninja Gaiden original games might pop in there.
I thought we already had those.
We do. They're up rendered, but I would like the classic version of it. Dope. All right, you ready to get it greasy?
Okay, let's go.
Sorry, I had to drink some water to wash down this grease. Human greaseball Randy Pitchford did something very kind toward Nintendo because Nintendo has been kind of on everybody's shit list. What with the $80 price tag and
I'm out. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying the Switch 2 now.
Because
I've changed my mind completely.
The key thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not spending. I'm not going to buy a game I don't own. Get fucked.
Yeah, they're pulling the Ubisoft treatment. Sad to say, but at least he tried with the Nintendo America pushing Borderlands 4 being available for the Nintendo Switch 2. I was like, he's like, I'm very excited for the Nintendo Switch 2, and I'm even more excited to bring Borderlands 4 to this incredible magical machine. And I'm like, you know what? For the first time, Randy Pitchford may have wiped off a little bit of grease from that eyebrow of his. Good for him. And then someone down below. I'm not gonna add him. I'm not gonna do no witch hunting nonsense. Sorry that his name is here, but Randy, this game is better not be $80. Don't take that risk. A lot of gamers aren't gonna pay $80 and feed this notion of constant increase of the price tag. You are the CEO. You have some say with the price when it comes to your publisher. And first part, Randy Pitchford's right. I will admit, part A of his statement is correct, where it's A, not my call. I'm like, okay, that's 2K kind of covers the costing of the games.
Well, not his call doesn't mean he can't say something or suggest something.
You are correct. However, the part B where he drags his fucking nuts in glass just to make us look like we're fucking retarded.
I'm okay.
Are you?
Yep, I'm good. I'm just dropping shit.
That's fair. Is his part B where he says, if you're a real fan, you'll find a way to make it happen. My local game store had Starflight for the Sega Genesis for $80 in 1991 when I was just out of high school working minimum wage at an ice cream parlor in Pismo Beach where I found a way to make it happen. Now, Randy, Rancid, we have something we need to talk to you here about. It's called inflation. That $80 in 91 is $360-ish in today's money. And I'm putting dollars to donuts that you're just out of high school job, you were still living with your fucking parents.
I would assume so.
I would assume so as well.
But even so, putting that to the fucking side, how is this the reaction or response you're going to have when someone's like, the games are getting expensive and people may not be able to afford it?
Like, if all he said was not my call and left it at that, I would have been like, okay, that's a douchey move, Randy, and I wouldn't be as frustrated as I am for him.
Or maybe because you're kind of the face of the company here, you could just, instead of having either one of those reactions you could just come back with, hey, bud, I can't really do anything about that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Like, be cool about it.
But he doesn't feel that way because he wants it to be $80 because he wants that check.
Yeah. And I'm not going to be buying Borderlands 4 day one. I'm probably going to wait till a really good sale, hopefully after some DLCs drop and the price tag also drops.
This guaranteed that the only way I will buy it is if I buy a dirt cheap used copy or buy it on sale.
I'm definitely going to be getting this game on sale, probably digital. I don't want anything physical with the Gearbox logo on it in my home anymore. I don't own any physical copy of any...
I mean, you're owning it either way. Like,
That's right, but I mean, I don't want a physical copy of a Gearbox logo around. That's what I'm saying. I don't like him. I do not like Randy Pitchford. I do not like what he has done with my beloved series that he has continuously ruined. I have no idea what made him think that Duke Nukem needed the work he had when Duke Nukem Forever came out. I don't know why he released that game. I don't know about Borderlands 3 releasing the way it did. Is everything okay?
I think I'm just kind of done. What? Yeah.
Oh, I just kept hearing clickings.
Yeah, sorry. I think I'm just done with this. Honestly, like I didn't even finish Borderlands 3. We played it at launch. There was a bug. I kind of set the game down, never came back. And day one bugs is not the reason I didn't. Like, games have day one bugs, so I'm not mad about that. But the game didn't drive me to come back.
Yeah.
And then I played a little bit of Tiny Tina's One. Eventually, I'll probably go through 100% of those games, but I think I'm done giving them my money. You know, I'm done giving Bungie my money. I'm done giving to companies that deserve it, companies that make me feel cared about as a consumer, companies that, you know, don't treat artists like shit and fans like shit. You know, this is why I don't own a PlayStation 5.
So companies like Devolver?
Companies like Devolver, companies like the French company that just made that 33 game.
Yeah. So, one last little tiny tidbit about Randall I'm a Greaseball Pitchford. Devolver Digital did you're going to be able to buy Mycopunk, a really nice stylized first-person adventure-ish game. Gunplay looked super fun. I was like, oh yeah, I'm vibing with this. But they said you're going to be able to buy Mycopunk for you and 3 of your friends for the price of 1 copy of Borderlands 4. And then Randy decides to put in his 2 cents and says Mycopunk is cheaper than a point of meth. Probably has fewer side effects too. Randy? Randy?
Maybe this is why he is the way he is. It's the meth.
It's the meth. Yeah, he knows the price of meth. And I'm like, Randy, you could have just kind of went, haha, that's funny. And I honestly, that would have probably made you out to be a bit better in it. I got nothing on this. I worry for the guy. I hope that Gearbox can
I
work.
don't.
I hope Gearbox can work better without him.
Make your bed, lay in it, you know?
Yeah. Just sleep face down. Try and inhale your pillow type shit.
You know who's going to get my money?
Hmm.
Larian Studios. I will buy another Larian game in a fucking heartbeat.
Yeah, I mean, oh man, they're working on 2 projects and we don't even know what the fuck they are. And I'm down to support them.
If one of those isn't Star Wars, I'm going to cry.
I don't know. Any other gaming things, Q?
I don't think so. I mean, have we looked at like what's new to Game Pass? I mean, we just got the retro thing like you mentioned.
Oh,
Was there
shit,
anything
that's right.
else new? Oh yeah, we got Police Simulator and Firefighter Simulator.
That's right. Oh shit. No, yeah. Fuck shit. Yeah. Hold on. Shit, you're right.
Speaking of Larian, there's an update for I mean, I haven't been on here in a bit, but there's an update for Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, I forgot. Thank you for reminding me, Q. We're getting Metaphor Fantasio from Atlas Studios, which
that's awesome. I don't know what that is.
It is the Persona Shin Megami Tensei stylized game, but with beautiful music, beautiful art, all hand drawn. Well, except for the 3D models, but you get what I mean. I was about to see if there was a sale coming up in the near future, and I was like, finances aren't exactly my... Oh, I'm so happy I get to play this game now. Tom Clancy's The Division 2 is going to be on Game Pass. The Tales of Kenzera Zhao, which is from Critical Role's studio. To a T, which is like a customizable fix-em-up style game. Gives me fucking Katamari Damacy style vibes. Monster Train 2, I wasn't a big fan of it. It's a card-playing game. Spray Paint Simulator, which I'm hoping allows you to do custom graffiti, because if it doesn't allow you to do custom graffiti, I have a problem with that game. Crypt Custodian, which I saw a few screenshots of not too long ago, looked fun. Symphonia, I have not seen any of. Looks fine. Creatures of AVA, which is from like 2018, if I recall, and it gives Pokemon vibes. And then going over to the standardized version of Game Pass, you have Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl. If you want a tough-ass fucking game, Stalker 2 is for you. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah. I played a very little of Stalker 2. I was getting my ass handed to me, and I went, you know what? This isn't fun for me right now.
Oh, yeah, no, it's not fun for anybody. Even the NPCs, it's not even fun for them. But, yeah, those are coming to Game Pass, and, I mean, I get to play Metaphor Revenantazio. Oh, hell yeah. If you haven't heard the soundtrack from it, go and look up the main menu music for Metaphor with Fantasio, and you're gonna be like, ooh, this shit might slap. Uh oh, I've also been playing Towerborn, which is on Xbox's early access. I forget what it's called. Game preview. And I gotta admit, it's a nice little looter beat 'em up game. I wasn't expecting a good looter beat 'em up game in today's times, but I'm glad it exists.
Okay, how does a looter beat 'em up work versus a looter shooter?
It's just kind of Diablo-ish. Like it kind of feels like
Okay.
Diablo, but with beat 'em up physics, where you can go between the 3 dimensions a little bit more structurally. In it's 2.5D, so you can kind of go between the layers, so you can dodge things a little bit more easier. Um, Blocking is a bit weird, so I switched up my class. I really enjoy the other classes, how vibrant they are. There's only 4 classes, which is a bit of a bummer, but I thoroughly enjoy how that game is coming out. I'm very expected to see some big improvements over the near future. I did run into a couple bugs, but as I said, it's early access. Can't be too hating on it. It was nothing game breaking. But up shoe news. Teenage Mutant over at Hot Topic, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles sneakers look pretty damn good comparative to the other Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles shoes we have seen in the past. Um, this one actually has like a turtle shell design with a sewer brick wall inline for the inside of the sneakers, and then a couple keychains of Don and Leonardo on one of the keychains, and then on the other side you got Raph and Mikey. Brain froze for a second. There they are. There they are. Such happy boys. But I didn't know Hot Topic had like shoes for their pop culture sections, because they also have Disney's Lilo and Stitch and Angel slip-on sneakers that are fuzzy. Very fuzzy.
These
Look
are
like
extremely fuzzy.
Yeah,
I can wash my car.
they do look like they have that like terry cloth. But I would prefer like a double set of Stitch rather than one of each. But you know, they're fine. Only $40 for the pair. Aloha on the back with a nice Hawaiian style flower on the back. You know, can't be too mad at some fair slip-on shoes. And then last but not least for the Hot Topic set, Miles Morales high tops that I actually found really just nice. For as, lack of better words, basic as they looked really good. Not much as far as like etchings on the shoe, but designs such as the red spider on the back, Miles Morales' mask on the tongue, a spiderweb design, but not like anything that etches into the shoe. It looks very smooth, very nice. Is there anything else? The eyes are on the back of the heels, and Miles Morales on like wrist bracelet style on the very bottom of the shoelaces.
Oh, that's cute. I like that.
Yeah. $45 for those ones. And then time to get into the more expensive of the shoes. The Power Lacing Nike Mags, signed by the big three Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd, and Tinker Hatfield, has appeared at an auction. Bidding starts at $50,000. And I
That's
mean,
wild.
if they're signed by the big three, and oh man, 50,000. How much do you think this is gonna get?
I don't even know. That was a week ago when they said that.
Oh,
I don't know what auctions at. Let me pull the stuff on it real quick. Because like it's gonna it's gonna skyrocket. Like there's no way it doesn't. The question is how much do people actually have to spend on it? So they say that in their bio.
Oh, here we go. So current bid is 50K, ends in 23 days, and no bids. So it either just started today, 23 days. It doesn't say when it started, but It's available right now. You have 23 days, 22 hours, 20 minutes, and it's a 50K original current bid. Huh.
Is that Golden? It's Golden's auction house? Yeah.
Yep.
How has no one bid on it so far?
I don't know.
That's kind of wild. Because the original...
Maybe they're waiting. Maybe you have a lot of people who
Yeah.
are kind of tapping their fingers at it. Let's see what else is in the pop
Well,
culture
it's
entertainment.
actually 61. It's actually 61,000 because of the buyer's premium.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess nobody's bid on it yet.
Oh.
Probably because it started out at 50K. I guess. That would be my
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. Oh man. Some interesting cards in the pop culture section, such as the Rizzler from AEW. Robert Englund signed inscribed "A Nightmare on Elm Street" Freddy Krueger glove, $75. Oh, and it's signed really well with "Never Sleep Again," Robert Englund, Freddy. That's adorable. But yeah, go check out Golden if you happen to want to see some really good.
If you want to see a bunch of shit that most of us will never be able to afford.
I mean, so far the bids aren't too bad. Like Steve Buscemi signed photograph, $12. It's not too terrible. Jeffrey Dean, Julia Roberts, Martin Scorsese. Surprised that's not higher, but you know. Rey Mysterio, more Freddy Krueger stuff. Oh, he always signs things with a nice little catchphrase such as "Die slow." You know, that's something I would really like on a piece of memorabilia. A Dune revised final shooting copy draft script. What? I mean, go check it out if you happen to want one of the other bits and bobs that are floating around. But the shoe's starting at 50K. Who doggy?
Yeah, I'm surprised that no one's bid on them, but I guess it's because they started at 50K.
I'm thinking so too. But do. Oh wait, but do. Wouldn't be us if it didn't have Crocs. These two come to us from Dragon Ball Z, and they certainly look the mold. One being of a Cell from the Cell games, and Frieza from the Frieza saga. I like them both. They both look nice.
Feels very unnecessary.
Yeah, I mean most Crocs do at this point. The Cell one looks like it has a red ribbon logo and Cell firing up a Kamehameha, while the Frieza one has his name and I can't quite see what the other gibbet is. Hang on, let me look at all the other gibbets. Let me look at the gibbets. Oh, one of the Cell fake ones, the fucking little mini ones that explode. Meanwhile, you have the Frieza ones where he's getting his shit rocked. Him in a ball, his spaceship, and him powering up. Bummer. I thought there would be another cool one. I guess him getting cut in half wouldn't be a nice gibbet either, but you know. Yeah, these ones go for what, 70? 70 each? 70 each. I would probably get the Cell ones. Because I want to
I
look
wouldn't buy either.
perfect.
No.
Badoop. A couple shows are coming back, and as I mentioned to Quincy, wasn't on my bingo card, but I'm gonna add him to my bingo card. The Amazing World of Gumball is going to be turning into the wonderfully weird world of Gumball and returning to Hulu and Disney Plus after, I guess, losing the rights from, I assume, Cartoon Network / Warner Brothers, because it was a Cartoon Network show. So that's kind of
Cartoon Network is dying, so
and that bums me the fuck out. Courage the Cowardly Dog would fight for his home. We all know that if Courage would pull out a steel chair and walk up to one of the executives, the things I do for love, thwap, you know.
so they're down to approximately as of 2 years ago, approximately 66 million paid television households, down from their previous 100 million that they had at their height in 2011. It comes down to multiple things. One, cable slowly dying, but two, I mean, poor management. The Warner Bros. Discovery is a shit show.
It is. And also they are offering all of the Cartoon Network stuff with ads for free on their Cartoon Network app that died 3 days later and wasn't well marketed because you didn't hear about it, I bet.
Well, no, and then I didn't, and then they've got a bunch of they've got a Cartoon Network section on Max that barely has anything on it.
They got rid of Tom and Jerry from Max. Did you hear that?
No, but
that bums me out.
Did.
That bums me though.
There's a bunch of Looney Tune episodes you can't find.
Well, is it the weird racial ones?
No, not. In fact, I think those are there. It's not because of those reasons. They're just not on there.
That's fair. That's okay. But I'm happy that other networks are willing to pick up the slack, and Disney is saying, "Hey, we'll pick up Gumball," because Gumball, I will admit, has made me laugh. There hasn't been very many current cartoons that have been making me laugh, or giving me a feeling that I'm watching just a cartoon that I can turn on and watch, aside from like The Simpsons, maybe every now and again Family Guy, and then I'm just sitting here watching anime, wondering
Bob's Burgers.
I haven't really watched too much Bob's Burgers. I might, but the Amazing World of Gumball has such sporadic characters that I just really enjoy looking at the voice actors behind Gumball and Darwin, as young as they are, saying the things that they say with such conviction, and the new voice actors for Gumball and Darwin seem to be just as well as the originals, and I'm here for it. The little teaser that they popped out with was the whole entire the Waterston household is covered in dust, and Gumball and Darwin wake up, and he goes, "How long have we been asleep for?" And Darwin goes, 7 years. And Gumball goes, 5 more minutes, and goes back to sleep. See, just me explaining the joke is still a lot more entertaining than what I've been seeing as far as animes and cartoons lately. I'm very happy that people are picking up this show. But one that I didn't exactly watch too much of, Phineas and Ferb is making a return to Disney Plus. And I didn't know about this one. But I know about Perry the Platypus and how popular that is. And I don't know. Phineas and Ferb, I guess, missed me with that. I never really...
I mean, I have nothing against it. I enjoyed what I've seen of the show. It seems very well done. I really like the show creator. So, I mean, I get this is a big deal to a lot. And, yeah, it's another Disney going back and doing a cartoon thing, too.
Yeah.
And this was originally theirs, so it's not like, they're taking one from another studio, but, yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited for, other people's excitement, I suppose. I'll probably watch a couple episodes because it's on Disney Plus on June 6th. I can't believe I'm saying this sentence. All right, let me get into a comfortable position here. Okay, Michael Bay. We know Michael Bay, big Transformers guy, big explosions guy. I appreciate Bad Boys. I appreciate 60% of his work. Is going to be working on Skibbity Toilet. I wish I was joking. They have confirmations on multiple sources. This is the first. That's the first fucking trailer. I glance over to the right. I see Mario holding a gun. Okay. I don't know. I have no fucking clue. I have no clue what the story's about. I can't tell you much about this, but I have seen toys of this in Walmart, and I can tell you even less about what the fuck. It's a head in a toilet and a guy with a TV on his head. You all probably know just as much as I do now, but the fact that they got Michael Bay, who probably owes somebody a fucking favor to make this. That's my...
Either that or he finds it to be hilarious.
maybe. I see. I'm getting it. Pop. All done.
Let's talk about something more fun. You want to talk about HelloFresh again?
Yeah, we can talk about it first. Let me grab the menu.
Did I
Uh-oh.
talk about desserts last time?
No, you didn't.
That's what I was going to talk about.
Where is that on the menu?
I don't know because I use the app. I didn't use the website.
Oh.
Which very functional app. I very much do enjoy it.
Skill recipes, skewer recipes, quesadillas.
We're still looking at the toilet thing.
I know. I'm bringing it over. I was first trying to do the thing. Hang on, let me just let me wiggle it in. There we go. Tostada recipes, burrito recipes, bibimbap. I like bibimbap. Look at all the bibimbap.
It's got to be somewhere on there. There's got to be a section for desserts. I have not done breakfast either. I did dinners and desserts. That's it.
Bowl? Is it in bowl recipes?
No, it was an actual dessert section. Maybe like what happens when you is this what it gives you when you click the our menus thing?
Our menus, and then when it goes to our menus, it does the weekly thing, and I haven't seen.
Okay.
I haven't seen any.
Maybe try the search bar.
Oh, search bar. Oh, right. There's a search bar. Where?
It was on the previous page you were on.
Oh. Bowl recipes. Dessert. Oh, here we go.
Maybe uncheck bowl recipes. Oh, okay, there you
go. Pumpkin cheesecake. Oh, just a lot of pumpkin stuff.
That's interesting. Maybe that has something to do with you being in the bowl section.
Cake? Oh, here we go. Molten chocolate lava cake.
Hey.
Ooh.
So I didn't do that one. I did the mini like personal cheesecakes, and those were delicious. But I do believe these come pre-done.
Yes.
And in this case, you just heat it up, and the cheesecake, when you set it on the counter and let it show you biting into the cheesecake. Or no, you don't freeze the cheese. You keep the cheesecakes refrigerated, I think. I don't remember. Well, that's the cake.
Yeah, I'm just reading.
Yeah, I'm assuming the cheesecake's probably the same. So yeah, I think you pull the cheesecake out, then you let it come to temperature. And then you just eat it because it's already like a made. You don't have to heat it or anything. But yeah, so if it doesn't.
Oh, sorry.
Overnight for 2 to 3 hours. Yeah, I mean, pretty simple. And then once it's overnight or for 2 to 3 hours at room temperature, and then you heat it up in 10 to 14 minutes, and you get yourself molten lava cake. In addition to that.
Ooh. One pan.
Because I don't know about you guys, but I like some dessert.
Yeah, I like dessert too. Can't have chocolate, but I can have like cinnamon sugar. I like cinnamon sugar.
They have some pretty good one pan ones. I did
cinnamon rolls. They have cinnamon rolls.
I don't know.
They have pumpkin spice cinnamon rolls. Miss me with that pumpkin spice shit. Oh, and they are sponsored. Well, I guess sponsored or partnered with Pillsbury.
Partnered with Pillsbury, yeah.
Wow.
Very nice. I mean, those are good cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, and all you do is just simply, I assume they just send you the can, and they just say
probably just the can, yeah.
Unroll dough and separate. Place rolls on greased thing. Bake until golden. 23 to 27 minutes. Spread with icing. Serve warm.
Don't be like me and sit there and start drinking the icing.
Yo, icing's really fucking good though.
Icing is really fucking good. No, across my entire time doing this, there's only one meal I had that I didn't truly like, and I just told them I don't like that, and okay, we put it in your.
Yeah. If you don't like something, let them know, and they'll be like, okay, never again, and then you'll be able to replace it with something else that's really good.
Yeah.
There was something else I noticed. That burger. I want to see that burger again. Let me see burger. Burger. There was a smash burger that looked really fucking good. Burger. Ah!
I did a mushroom burger from them.
Mushroom? I'm not a big fan of mushrooms.
I think. Not like not like a vegan one. replacing the patty with a mushroom. I mean,
Oh, yeah. That looks real goddamn good. Keep the asparagus, though. I don't like my pea smelling weird. I know it's good for you.
I love asparagus.
Fucking weirdo.
I fucking love asparagus, dude.
Also, Old Bay
I
seasoning
eat a
fries.
decent amount of asparagus.
That sounds good.
I like it with lemon.
And then yeah, that looks positively relatively easy to do. Wash some dry produce, cut potatoes into thick half-inch wedges, slice onion, saute the onions, and then do your beef patties. Smash the beef patties onto the onions. Yeah, not too bad of a cooking recipe if I do say so. That
No,
looks
everything's
fun.
pretty easy. I do suggest that you keep oil on hand, salt and pepper on hand. And if you have a cast iron, there's a lot of things that they do that you choose to do in a cast iron and get some good use out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But almost all the recipes are going to ask you to have those don't go with the recipes.
Yeah. But dope. Oh boy. So Street Fighter is gonna get a movie, and
Again,
and Roman Reigns is reportedly gonna play Akuma in it, and we're gonna be getting Jason Momoa and a few other actors. One of the main actor from The Warrior, the HBO show, and I was like, I this came out of left field, but I'm excited. I guess I don't know how to feel about it. I just hope that um everybody plays their role correctly because I don't see Roman being a very good actor. The man can't even cut a promo well without having someone else talk for him. So, well, I just hope that he does well. Is all I'm saying.
I'm gonna give him a script. Maybe he will.
Yeah, but dope. A lot of Korean animes have been popping out that have been very super interesting. The first teaser for K-pop Demon Hunters, an animated movie, is going to be dropping on Netflix on June 20th. And the teaser is today, trailer is tomorrow, and the full thing is on June 20th. And I gotta say, this feels like Totally Spies meets a K-pop like motif, and I gotta say this looks pretty good. This looks fun. Very bubbly, very well animated. Korean animation has animation looks 10 out of 10, stellar across the board. This is on the list. I'm probably gonna watch it. Very oh, what's the one? Inside Out. It feels very interesting. I'm very excited to see this trailer tomorrow, and I may even report on it next week. Sadly, Quincy's headset passed away. Wrist and pepperonis. While we're recovering on his headset, I'm gonna go on to the next little thing here. NECA, NECA, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mirage Comics, Gangsters Turtles 4-pack is up for pre-order on BBTS for $160. And these ones put clothes on our turtles, whether it's a trench coat or a biker jacket with a bowler cap. I gotta say, these ones look really fashionable. And if you don't know much about the turtles, these are the original Westman style ones where everyone's wearing the red bandana over the eyes instead of the colors that we're also used to. And these look really good. But doop. Revoltech Amazing, a really good company that does unique figures that even have articulation in places you wouldn't expect, make a Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge Kasumi, who is also from Dead or Alive, has attachable weapons that even spin around on the back of her hand or in the front of her palm. And I gotta say, having that kind of articulation on these types of figures are unnecessary but welcome. I really enjoy Revoltech's full articulation that they have for these figures. Oh, I heard a breath. Oh, there you are. Thank you.
Oh, you didn't hear me say I'm back?
No.
Okay, yeah, I'm back.
Welcome back, man. But
Yeah, I had to go dig out the wire too. I was like, because I went to go grab it where the headset, and it wasn't there, and I was like, what?
Badoop. Both at GameStop and Amazon, you can now purchase the Doom: The Dark Ages Doomslayer Elite Edition, featuring a flail, a pulverizer, and a nice little fur cape that he wears. I gotta say, this game is super nice looking, and his saw shield. Yeah, buddy. $60 for that. But if you want to go back to Doom Eternal, the Figma Max Factory one is going for roughly about $85 to $90 over at Hobby Genki. And I gotta say that Doomslayer sword, the Crucible, looks fucking fantastic on this figure. But Preternia, a receiver of figures and all that, showed me one that I was actually really happy that they had received. Skullomania, a character from EX Fighters. He just received it, and I gotta say, it looks really nice. I would actually love to add this one to my collection if I was still collecting figures, because Skullomania was one of the good fighters in that one. Very classic, very fun, very goofy. I can't wait to see what else they get. Also, if you haven't followed Preternia, go follow Preternia. They are actually a really good toy collector. And speaking of which, they gave me one last bit of our news. The Baki Hanma, son of Ogre Yujiro Hanma, the father, his figure is up for pre-order, and this beast of a man he looks nice. He looks real dang nice. I do appreciate this figure massively. He has one of the most sturdiest stands that he has to use to prop up his body. $35 for this really nice figure. Not bad. And a figure that you gave me that I was not expecting to see. The Count is flying in just in time for World Dracula Day. I didn't know that he had a day to himself. Over at the NECA store on 526, you'll be able to get this Count figure that looks pretty dang good.
It's also just in time to announce the fact that Sesame Street will be moving over.
Oop, you cut off.
Of course it did. I said it's also just in time to.
Wow, it really
Netflix.
doesn't. It really doesn't like you. But I know what
I
you're gonna say.
Okay.
I got you, bud. Netflix is purchased the rights to Sesame Street after it's been decommissioned from the PBS services, and
nah, that's not exactly accurate.
defunded.
That's not where they're purchasing it at. So PBS has had its funding cut. Yes. They had a deal with Max to be streaming Sesame Street over there, and for several years now they've been there. Max decided not to renew that. Netflix has now got the streaming. It still airs on PBS. It's still PBS program. Netflix gets the secondary streaming.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. But I'm very, very happy to see that people really want more Sesame Street. That just keep Sesame Street around, please, and thank you. Like, please. There's no reason to get rid of it at all. It's teaching children kindness. It's teaching children respect. It is teaching children you may not like that person, but you don't have to harm that person, i.e., Elmo and Rocco. There's no.
I love how much Rocco bothers Elmo.
He hates that rock. He hates him. Hi, Rocco.
Hi, Rocco.
But this Count figure comes with his glorious looking cape and the number 2. a phone, a rotary phone, and a candelabra is also included with this set, which is not to say common, I guess, but you can count along on the rotary phone and the candelabra while you're counting the candles. Oh, but doop. Now, I have no idea what these are. I saw the QR code and I was like, are these digital figures that are also going to be with it?
No, well, I don't know about the digital figures, but from what I've seen, it's the mini. They've done a deal with Jurassic World. It's going to have 12 different dinosaurs. They're incubator type of thing. And you hatch these dinos.
That's wild. And you get a Barbasol shaving cream? What the fuck?
Now, I've seen these mini-verse things all over the place. So, seeing the interesting. It's pretty cool.
I've seen something very similar to this, but not like a excavation thing where you have to break open a shit ton of sand and make a huge fucking
I've
mess.
seen those, but the mini-verse things themselves, I've seen a lot of. They've got all kinds of these things. They've got some that are like bird baths, and like you do like in plants, and like you just like you get all these different like yard type of things. They've got some that are like candy. They did a fucking Potter one, of course they did. They got the ones where they make mini foods and stuff. So yeah, they've got this Jurassic World one. Let me see if I can find the prices. But yeah, you kind of build the things. Like they have one where you make like brownies. Like they're most of them are interactive. They're not just things that you open up. Like a lot of them, you have to actually put together all the parts. So that's where this like Jurassic Park.
Interesting. The only thing that I was like a little confused. I guess it's just the instructions is on the thing. Hang on, can I blow this? Oh, I can't blow up this picture. Can I zoom in with my phone? See what this thing does? Hang on.
Yeah, I don't know if the QR code is on there.
Damn it. Phone, please.
The Potter one, I guess you make all the different potions.
Yeah, please tell me I can still scan that QR code.
Oh, they have a Lord of the Rings one. It's all the weapons.
Oh, that one actually would be a good one. Can I?
Yeah, so it's the double-handed axe, the hunting axe, the high elf sword, shards of Narsil, all kinds of them. But when you actually make when you get the orc sensing sword, Sting. You actually mix together a thing that you put the sword in to give it the glow and the spark.
That sounds really cool, actually.
They also did one with brats. It looks like they range between like anywhere from like $10 to $34, depending on what you buy.
That's not too bad for an experience.
Yeah, so I'm not seeing the Jurassic Park one. Website.
Let me see here. Let me look up just itself. Make It Mini Universe 2. Looks like $8 from that. Jurassic World, $12. Oh yeah, $12.
Okay,
from their shop itself.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh wait a minute.
So there's the QR code again on that egg.
Can I blow this up a little bit more? I want to open an image of new. Oh, it's as big as I can make it. Oh, come on.
My phone's not scanning it either.
Yeah.
It's probably just the instructions.
It probably is. Yeah, no, something's broken on it. Bummer.
It probably isn't a real QR code for this exact reason.
Probably not. But yeah, even still, hey, that's pretty neat. Oh.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, shake and crack the egg. So you add the dino DNA into the bottom. Shake and crack the egg. That gets the fluid and the color and whatnot, and then you display it in the little biome thing or the little capsule thing.
Oh.
Yeah, I got 12 different ones.
It would be cool if it had like a little LED at the bottom, kind of shining.
Oh, here you go. At the very bottom, if you scroll through on the website, scan your code to learn about your dino. That's what that is. It gives you dino info.
It teaches me shit. Okay.
And then the Barbasol can comes in the T-Rex pack.
Oh. That's adorable. It's very tiny. But $12 for all of this stuff to get as an experience would be, as I said, cool if it had like a little LED to shine a light through. But You can add that in later. It doesn't really matter. Not bad. Not bad. Wait, where am I? There I am. Dupe. Well, here's the thing. Up on Entertainment Earth pre-order, they have The Thing, and
Well, they've got a couple if you click through here. It's not just The Thing.
oh, Carnage, a Spider-Man, a pretty good-looking Black Panther. Oh, that's it. And up at the top it has Stanley 1922 to 2018 up on the top of that one. Does it have it on It doesn't have it on Spider-Man's.
Well, no, because that would be... It's based off the comic cover that they're referencing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that comic cover, if you see the bottom right, yeah.
Yeah, I see it. Okay. Okay, I get it. I was never a big fan of Carnage. But here's the thing. I need to read more Fantastic Four. I feel like I'm very far behind on understanding Fantastic Four stuff.
The Thing had a fun solo run in the early 2000s where he has Lockjaw from the Inhumans as his dog.
That's the big dog, right?
Yeah, that's the huge dog, yeah.
With
the one that can teleport.
Okay, yeah, and it has like a what do they call it? The bait fish that has the little light on the end of its...
Oh, it's got I don't know what it's actually called in the comics, but it's the same thing that Black Bolt has because he's Black Bolt's dog. But yeah,
tuning fork.
He's got the little tuning fork looking thing, yeah.
All right, and I mean, I'm putting dollars to donuts that you could probably use this thing as a weapon if you had an intruder in your home.
Probably.
Because
I bought my brother a Thing bust years ago. It's a small one, you could like fit in your hand type of thing. But that thing's got left.
Yeah, and I mean the thing is supposed to be very unmovable, so well, I would probably get the Thing. I have to read more Fantastic Four to really justify it though, which I will definitely do. Can I? How much? $30 for the Thing. $30, $30 a piece. Case of Marvel Collection Wave 4, case of 6. So you're paying pretty much for the 4 plus 2. Does it say what you're gonna get? It doesn't tell you what the other... Oh, okay, it does tell you. 2 Spider-Man, 2 Carnage, 1 Thing, 1 Black Panther.
Are they different? The Carnage and the Spideys, are they different? Are you getting two of the same?
No, these are probably for selling.
Oh, well, I don't want that.
Well, no,
I would just rather spend less money and just get all 4 in one go.
Ooh. Also, the pre-order for the Doom the Dark Ages Doomslayer that I just talked about on Entertainment Earth is sold out here. Bummer. Damn, a lot of shit selling out over here. But good news, Spidey's not sold out, so go and check out Spidey. But doop. Nope. But doop. There we go. Something that crossed me as strange because I don't like one half of this, but I like the other half of this. Tic Tac and Dr. Pepper.
I'm going to try them.
I'm probably going to try them too, but one of Tic Tac's things is it doesn't use sugar. And it uses less than a microgram of sugar, I believe is their recipe. I would like to try them, but I don't know about buying a whole thing of them. I don't know why he has the zoom in on them. They have weird granules on it. Strange. I'll try them. I'd try them out. They sound
so it looks like it depends on the flavor. They do change it based off the flavor. The mint one has the fresh mint has the lowest at 0 grams. Orange has 2 grams. The mint has 91.4 grams per 100 grams. So it looks like it depends on which Tic Tac you're getting. So they might put more in this.
Hopefully, because Tic Tacs are disgusting. I just don't like Tic Tacs. But do. Starting tomorrow at 4 p.m. That's 5/22. A Goofy Movie 30th anniversary officially licensed apparel is going to be available at RSVLTS. I think I don't know how to really say what that is. RSVLTS. I guess that's the best way of saying it. But so far, this
What?
huh?
What was the best way of saying what?
RSVLTS.
It's Roosevelt's.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, okay. Uh,
Me a bit too, because I have the app for this because I do like their clothes. They're just expensive.
they are. A Goofy Movie 30th anniversary collab, and the shirt looks fun. I hope I can buy that possum hat. This looks like a good collaboration. They also have Alien as a collaboration, and I have up the prices for those. $70 for these button-up t-shirts, but damn, do they look good. One of which where it's an everyday lifestyle for the Xeno life, where he's playing an arcade machine, mowing the lawn, deciding what to drink from the refrigerator, having a root in the stands, bowling, as a xenomorph does. And then you've got this really nice containment breach one where it has like the inside of their skull showing, and I'm just like, that's fucking cool. One that kind of has these nice shoulder arts of alien huggers on a black.
Kind of like the rodeo western kind of
Yeah,
style.
yeah. And then further down, you sold out, by the
Roper.
way. A alien that looks like it's like airbrushed on this shirt. And I gotta say, this looks pretty good.
See, I wouldn't wear the ones like that. Like I don't have anything against it. I don't think it's style. I would go for more of the first like two we looked at.
Yeah. If I were to go for any,
The more Hawaiian style or something like that. I also do like the one like a regular shirt, but like that's the stuff hidden within the pattern.
I would probably do this one here. Probably this T. The Department of Colonial Navy.
Colonial.
I know how to speak. I like it. It's simple. It's just
Chat's also talking about that they have Nedry's shirt from Jurassic Park.
Ooh. They do a lot of very.
Their tees are a little bit better. $32 for the tee. I mean, it's not too bad.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
How much for the hat? $30 for the Nostromo hat and $35 for the Alien Hugger hat. I would probably do.
Yeah, but if you go to that button up, that button up's not cheap.
No, yeah, $70 for the hatchling horrors, where it's eggs and a couple of them are hatching all over the place. Oh no. I really like this beehive looking one. Where it has like the alien cycled logo and a few alien huggers around. That's not too bad. The stages of fear. And then something I noticed bringing down the men's. They have a power. Wait, no, where the fuck is that Powerline Goofy Movie sweatshirt? That's really nice looking. Oh, and they have a Spider-Man. Hey neighbor. It's very plain looking on the front, but how's the back look?
Well,
oh, never mind. Never mind. The back looks really fucking good.
I'm watching. I have an ad right now on the Twitch stream.
17 seconds.
It keeps pausing the stream.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, the only way for me to unpause it is to pull it to picture-in-picture at the bottom right and then hit play.
I'll wait the timer. It should be over.
No, I'm watching it. No, you got 14 seconds. I'm watching it in the picture-in-picture.
Okay. This Spider-Man one, I thought it was gonna look super plain, but no, the back actually made me go, "Oh, this looks really good."
Yeah, I like that.
For $80. The Powerline one was what caught my eye, though. That's really good sweatshirt. $75. It only comes in 3XL or 4XL, so too big for me. They have some really nice fucking shirts and sweaters. Huh. I may have to keep this one on my watch list. I don't think we've ever been to this website before.
Like I said, I have the app, so I check them out. I like their sweaters. Their hats aren't bad. I like their button ups. I'm not into the stuff. The shorts aren't bad. They have golf gear too, like the golf shirts.
Yeah, there's a few interesting ones. Hold on to your butts. Mr. DNA, Life Finds a Way, some Jaws stuff. Ooh, I really like this Great White Gallery one that they have. But yeah, you're right. They are not cheap.
Yeah, $70 for a shirt, for a button up.
Mm-hmm. But doop, and last up on the list we have over at Carolina Cinemas. They have been so gracious to show us the Karate Kid movie, Karate Kid Legends. They have you have to break a board in order to get to your popcorn, which is kind of adorable.
I'm here for it.
I'm here for it too. Interactive popcorn bowls get a thumbs up. There was another popcorn bowl that was kind of like on the side of my head. It had like a little robot in there, and it bothered me. It bothered me so much. I have no idea where it's from, but there is another popcorn bowl out there somewhere that I wanted to talk about. I'll probably bring it up next week. But May 30th is when Karate Kid Legends comes out. Jackie Chan's popped in it, and he's doing all of his cool stunts. I saw behind the scenes where he was helping out the lighting crew build up their stage, and I was like, he has always helped out everybody build all of his movies, and I'm happy to see that he's still doing it. I love Jackie Chan. He's a great actor. One of my favorite actors.
Did you see the? There was a Thunderbolts one where it's the drink and the bucket.
I did not.
Yeah, here it's the Regal one.
Here, click over to Discord.
Second. Apparently, I closed Discord on the computer and I did not realize. Yeah. So basically, it's like a centerpiece that Oh my god, Discord just opened. It's like a centerpiece that is the drink that'll slide into the popcorn bucket when you popcorn. Oh my god, let me just paste the damn link. There you go.
There we go.
How is that so difficult?
That's not so bad. It even has like compactability because you can put that the asterisk in the you put the asterisk in the bucket, and I guess keep them together. Well, that's not too bad. Ain't so bad. Oh my god, I've never seen Harrison Ford look so chiseled. Oh, that's a weird one. That's a weird one. The Pride Rock one from Lion King. Brave New World's alright.
For the Mufasa, yeah.
What else they have? Oh, they have like a whole area for popcorn buckets.
Yeah, a lot of them are sold out because they were, limited runs while the movies were out. So yeah, they got the padding. They got the Nosferatu coffin's pretty cool. Yeah, Borderlands from the they show the baby Deadpool, but that one's sold out, sadly.
But yeah, having your popcorn bucket be $8.30 and still not sold out. Must have been a real bad movie. I don't like him. I don't like Randy. But I think once we're done rapping, I'm gonna go play me some more of this here and enjoy beating up some demons. Anything else you got, Q?
That's it, bud. I'm ready for dinner.
Oh yeah. Oh, maybe a little bit of food too. Thank you guys for joining us. Remember to like and subscribe where you can. Remember to check the links down in the description for good old Zenny. They're still offering their buy 2 frames, get free shipping, even amidst the tariffs. Remember to check out Humble Bundle and get some really cool games or some neato books for cheap while helping out some charities. Remember to check out Hero Forge in case you're needing some printing. No deals there still. Bit of a bummer. HelloFresh, check down the link in the description. Get you 10 free meals and one singular add-on for free. And check out Q's socials over on Threads. Have you been posting anything lately?
Nope.
I've been kind of yutzing about on my Twitter, and I did replace the link on the socials I'm back on Twitter, so if you want some good quality content on Twitter, good news, just follow me. I don't repost anything dangerous or treacherous. Sometimes a bad meme every now and again, but nothing too politicky or heavy. Ugh. At the end of days, at the end of weeks, at the end of months, at the end of years. God damn it, love one another. It's free to do. Night, everybody.
Bye, everyone.